Welcome to Unit 8, Section 3, Lesson 1, Video 1, Building Objects from Their Views. In this video, we're going to build objects from the four views. So it's going to be the opposite of what we've done up to this point, because so far, we've been given an object and we've had to draw the four views. Now we're going to be given the four views and we're going to have to build the object. Example 1. Using linking cubes, build the object that has these four views. So where do we start first? The easiest place to start is to always look and see if there's one view that has no change in depth. In this example, we can see that the left side has no change in depth because there are no lines drawn inside the view. And this is an easy view to start with because we don't have to worry about building on blocks that have to stick out further than the rest. So if we build the left side, it would look like this, and this is the left view, and this is the front view. So the second thing we're going to do is just rotate the object so that the front view is in this direction. Next, we'll look at the front view. And in the front view, we can see that there's an extra block on the right side. So this object is 2 blocks wide. What we've made is only 1 block wide. So we need to add another block here. And we know that it's the back because there's a change in depth in the front view. So if we were to build this object again, we would add a block on right here. Now this matches the front view because the object is now 2 blocks wide and there's a change in depth. If we look at the right side view, we can see that the object actually matches the right side view as it is. And if we look at the top view, it also matches that. So that means we don't need to add any more blocks, and this in fact is the correct answer for these 4 views. Example 2. Using linking cubes, build the object that has these 4 views. In this example, we can see that all 4 views have a change in depth, so we don't have an easy view to work with like we did in the previous example. So what do we do first? Well, in an example like this, I usually like to start with the top view, because the top view is like the footprint of the object. If we look at this top view, we'll notice that there are actually changes in depth, but for the purpose of building our object, we'll ignore the changes in depth at first, and we'll build the object like this. The second thing we'll do is look at the front view. Now with the front view, we can see that there's an extra block here on top and one right here. So the object is 2 blocks high. So we need to add 2 blocks to our base, and the object would look like this. We put this block here because if we look at our front view, we can see there's a change in depth. So that block needs to move back 1. It can't be at the very front. If we look at the right of our front view, we would put this block here because in the front view, these 3 blocks are all the same depth. And now in our object, these 3 blocks are also the same depth. So it looks like we have placed them correctly. Next, we'll look at the right side view. With the right side view, we notice that we have a block right here, sort of like an overhang. But if we look at our object, we don't have an overhang, the block is on the ground. So what we would need to do is to move that block, shift it up so that it looks like an overhang. So we're going to shift it up to here. So now the object matches the right side view. If you take your object and rotate it, you'll see that it actually matches the left side view as well, and it now matches the top view. So in fact, this object now matches all 4 views. So this is the answer. Please proceed to video 2.